I made it back. Hi. I have to get busy. I shortened this a little bit. There was 4 small orchids in this pot, and I've removed them from the bark. Some of the bark is still in here. The bottom one was definitely staying damper, and I find if this isn't getting good air circulation around it, like some of the ones, the baskets I have hanging, I think they do better. They're getting more air circulation. And the one down here, I had it in on a dish, and it was quite damp in the bottom, and watering day is Wednesday. So anyway, I took them out of there, and I have 4 little ones. I have put 2 of them. This pot we got at a garage sale, and I thought, well, just for fun, it'd make a good orchid pot. It had lots of holes, and I'll show you a close-up later. So I put 2 in there, and I've got 2 left. I've got 2 left for in the traffic cone, and the tag on this says Dollarama. So I know these weren't very expensive, and they're so handy, and they come with 4 little holes, so you could always put a chain or a string and hang them very easily. Even outside, if you're somewhere where you can have them outside, you could use like a coat hanger and cut it and hook it on. So anyway, this is the one I painted. And then I varathane with water-based varathane. So, and I found this little stand. Whenever you're out and about, you always look for things that make good stands for maybe traffic cones. So I do that because I don't have so many orchids that I have to just have all the same kind of pots, because if you've got a lot of orchids and not as much room, you're better off to have, for space-wise, to have all the same kind of pots. But I like playing with different kinds of pots. So we're going to put 2 into this little traffic cone. And I have some bark left here. And the first one, I put a little bit of bark in already. I won't put any more. I have bark to about there. So we have a little bit of bark, that's all. And then this is the first one. Now, they hadn't been in this pot very long. So this is the first one. It's been soaking. There's more roots coming. And they look very nice. So that one will go in. And then I'm going to make it so that this leaf here, I should show you that. This leaf here I cut off because it was going black where it was sitting on the mesh from the cocoa fiber. So I had cut that off. So that was my first sign things weren't happy in that pot. And then this is the last little one I'd stuck in there. And it's very limp, and the leaves are very limp and not really healthy looking. And upon looking inside, there are some new shoots. These are the ones that are going to keep this orchid healthy in the future. So these leaves in time may firm up a bit, but they won't a lot. But any new leaves that come, they will be fine. So they're both going to share the same pot because they're not big orchids. So I got to put a little bit of bark in here. Maggie was chasing something in the last video, but luckily she doesn't usually catch them. She's a rat terrier, but she's chicken. If a bug makes a buzzy noise around here, she learned from me to disappear because me and bugs have a love-hate relationship, and she's learned it from me. So she knows she didn't catch anything, but she likes the hunt, I guess. Like we like the hunt for orchids. Oh boy, I wasn't going to get any more, but anyway, there's no room for any more orchids now. I don't want to have so many orchids that I have all work and no play, so I have enough. And today, well, we just needed to do that. And I feel really good about it. So we have something in bloom now for a while. And I'm never really drop any flowers when you repot, and everybody says, oh, the flowers are all full off. Once in a while you might lose one or two. Mostly they open and they all do fine. So I'm not worried at all. So once I get this in, I'll show you around. We got company for dinner, so I had to rush this a bit because we got company for dinner. I got all the pots over here where I had all orchids, because I cook outside this time of the year because, well, on the patio here, because then I don't heat up the house. Because we don't have like air conditioning, we have one window thing, and it only works when it's on. As soon as you turn it off, it doesn't work. So it's better just to actually have the heat, have it out here. And I cook out here with that little stove, and now I got the sink, so I can and everything and not heating up the house, which is sure nice. It's nice and cool in there. So company is coming, and here I am doing a second video, and you know I don't do them more than once a week. But I thought, well, I better do this. I said I would, even if I rushed it. And I want to give you a close-up. So I'm sure these two little ones will be happier. You have to always be looking at your orchids and recognize signs of different things. So there was that, and one of these little, this orchid, which was on the bottom, had a little black spot on the leaf, which was from water dripping on it, and it could lead to problems. So yeah, I thought that was neat, but it wasn't that neat. Live and learn. So I'm glad that I've made that decision, and these ones look like they'll do fine. So I'm going to give you a close-up of some of the things, and I hope you're all doing okay. And we're so tired of this bug that's going around because, well, it's not that bad here in Salmon Arm, but still all the precautions are in place, and it's just, it's not the same where you feel like you can go visit everybody and talk to everybody. Most of the neighbors around here are visiting, but we stay, a couple feet away. But it's sad, really. It's sad for the kids, so I'm hoping that soon, it's all over the world, so I'm hoping that soon everything will settle down. Everybody will settle down and just enjoy each other and love each other and just be nice. Just, if there's something you don't like, I used to say when I was working, I used to say, there's always these people that have to complain. You're at work, you're doing your job, and you got somebody always complaining. If you don't like your job, leave. Get another job. If you don't like where you are, leave. If these other places you like are so much better, we'll go there. Why upset everybody else's life? Because we're happy. And keep happiness in your heart and around you and around your family and around your plants, and just hold on to it with all your might. Anyway, there's my lecture for today. So we're going to do a close-up here. So here's the close-up of these ones. The water will be colored as it comes out because of the bark. It comes out kind of, and the seaweed extract that I soak the bark in, which is well worth it. I have really found that good. Here's the dendrobiums. They seem very happy. Here. And then this is the pot. I just put these ones in. And there's the little black spot. Let me see. Yeah. So there is a nice new leaf coming. And a nice new leaf there. So I don't know, we'll see how they do. At least they get lots of air circulation, which I like. And there is quite a bit of bark in this pot. So yes, it's over potted, some people might say, but I found the roots grow quicker. So, and here we are with our sewer pot. It's going on the dining room table. The company are going to see it. It's a big round table we just refinished. So let's go in here. Now here is the baby still. Isn't this interesting? These are all the old spikes. It had years and years and years. And then of course the rest of that root got into its mom. Mom got most of it, and the rest is this big and goes right to the bottom. This was an old orchid. And so yeah, it's pretty neat that we're getting leaves. And how this is going to work, I don't even know. I haven't seen too much of it done. Let me know if you've done it. And the mother's starting to perk up and look healthy. And there's our triple sewer pot with the mini phals. They've been happy in there. They got repotted this spring. New leaves coming here. I noticed nice big leaves too, which is a good sign. And Phalaenopsis retigbat here, she likes the shade, so she's more in the shade in the back here and getting a new leaf. And the two slipper orchids also are in the back for that reason. Nice new leaf coming on the large traffic cone. Roots, you can see them in here. Even though that's dry, they got nice colored roots. So that's looking good. This one has a nice new leaf coming. And there's another one coming. This was a Valentine's gift. Now this leaf here was half broke off. And you can see that way in there. And eventually it's going to come off. But right now it's nourishing the plant. That is doing really well for getting used to bark, coming out of moss. Doing really well. I see new leaves coming in here, and this is a new leaf. We want to get as many leaves as we can. The more leaves, the more chance of those double spikes that we'll get. So lots of new leaves. Lots of growth coming. Looks like that can come off. Oops. Look at that big leaf. It's happy. Those paint cans, they love those paint cans. And that was the one that fell and got damaged, and it's still doing good. So that's about what's happening here. And I'll show you a quick peek of what it's like outside. The temperature is 90 in here right now. This is where I've got supper cooking. We have fresh potatoes from the garden and fresh beans from the garden and fresh cabbage from the garden. It's going to be steamed and should be on very soon. Now, this is the set. We ordered this online. And then Jack ordered this stainless steel separate. Rather than putting a counter here, it's a commercial strainer. So he ordered this separate, and we just put it on top of this. And then he made a brace. I mean, it's very strong. So I can put pots on here from the stove. I can put all my flower pots in here. And then this is just a piece of plywood he put up so we could hang stuff here. And this is just a cheap piece of stainless steel he put on there. And this, we said, every time we go garage sale and we think of something, and when we find it, we needed a cupboard for up here. And lo and behold, a solid wood cupboard, $15. So all my canning stuff is up here, my pickling stuff. So it saves room in the kitchen now that I have that there. So I'm pretty happy about that. So, and this is about what's happening out here. Clothes on the line drying. Oh, we're getting all kinds of things in the greenhouse. I got time to run up there. Well, I better not. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll go for a quick walk and we'll finish up there. I want to show you how the melons are going. There's a tamarisk. You see the pink tree way in the back? That's a tamarisk. It's a good place for it. They can be messy and scrawly. And we've got a hydrangea here. We're picking raspberries every second day. Okay. We got melons coming all over the place. So I have to show you before I go. Look at all the melons. I think I'm going to have to support them. Not very long from they're growing fast. I didn't water them today. They probably should be watered. Ran out of time. The oranges are growing. Lemons are growing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, there's a view of our sky today over at the peach tree. It's kind of sheltered this time of the day, but it's good during windy days. So here's our temperature day in Fahrenheit. Yep, it doesn't feel that hot. There's a really nice breeze blowing. Mountains in the back. Thanks for joining me. Sorry about the rush, but I better go get busy. Love you all. Take care. Bye now.